Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Barbara with Living Foods Farm on a Gardener's Journey Homestead. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am in Zone 7A in Tennessee, and so if you're in my state, I would love to know. If you're not in my state, I'm still glad that you're here. Today I'm in the tunnel yet again, and today I am starting seeds. That's right, I am starting seeds. It is the first full week of May, and I am starting seeds for my second round of tomato plants, my succession that I'm going to be doing in the back of my house. But first, before we start our tomato seeds, let me take you out to the in-ground garden and show you the next step of what we're doing. We're putting some paper down. So this is the very first stage of us putting the paper down. Okay guys, so you saw the footage of us rolling out the paper. I am using the Farmer's Friend Quick Plant Fabric. I've talked about that several times. I will put the link down here if you're interested, but the Farmer's Friend Quick Plant Fabric comes already with holes burned in. So if you're not good with the torch, this is for you. They have several different designs. What you saw us lay out was the single row 18-inch spacing. So it's 18 inches apart, each of the circles. And these are the rows that I'm going to plant my tomatoes and my peppers. So they also have other configurations with different spacing. So if you take a look at the website, and you'll see what you need to plant whatever it is you're going to plant. So we were able to get two things down. The rain is coming in, and so I had to turn off the camera and just get to work. And I also got, I would say, 3/4 of the way through with the first row. So let me turn you around and show you. Hopefully I can show you before the bottom falls out. Yay! Y'all, I got something in the ground, in the in-ground garden. So this whole row is peppers. I have planted about, let's see, I would say there's 18 holes left, and there's about 60 holes in one row. So I have planted at least 3/4 of the row by myself, single-handedly. I'm excited. All the peppers are in the ground, and you can see we have the other row there that's going to be tomatoes. So at least we have a start. Okay, y'all, I'm back in the tunnel. It's starting to thunder, and it looks like it's going to rain. And for once, I actually do hope that it rains, because I put all of that stuff in the ground, and we don't have water set up out there yet. And so if it doesn't rain, I'm going to be in big trouble, because I'm going to actually have to hand water. And y'all know what a chore it is to hand water. Like, not even hand water with the hose. Like, the hose is not hooked up. My husband is gone. I would literally have to get a watering can and go out there and water it. So I hope and pray that it rains, because there's nothing like rainwater when you first put plants in the ground. Nothing like rainwater. So I'll be honest with y'all. That is a huge accomplishment for me, just to get something in the ground, in the in-ground space. I feel like I am behind, as we often do many times as gardeners, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed mentally. I walked the space with my husband, and I'm like, this is a lot of space. What have we done? And my planting party that I was going to have got canceled because my friend, the main one who was coming to help me, hurt her knee. She's having knee surgery, so she cannot do anything. And then the other girl that was supposed to come, she wasn't able to come either. So my planting party got nixed. And so really it's gonna be on me, and if my husband can help me plant, that's gonna be it. I may recruit my kids, but my kids are slow. But anyway, I know that God will take care of it, but there's a lot of pressure. I have a lot of travel this month, and so I'm in and out of town a lot this month. My schedule's really busy, And I just, as you guys know, I have not been feeling well for the past couple of weeks. I have literally been off and on sick the last 2 weeks. It started with allergies. I got better. Then I got, all stopped up and lost my voice again, got better. And then it happened again. And so it has literally been, it's been a fight the last couple of weeks just to, and I feel good today. I don't feel great, but I feel good. And sometimes you just have to go with good and not be great all the time. Oh, that breeze feels good. That breeze feels good. I really hope it rains. Like, all the signs are there. It was thundering. It's getting gray. All the signs are there. But let me help and finish this video and plant my seeds before I get caught in here in a monsoon. Let me try to do this, and then hopefully I can get in the house, and then it'll rain. That'll be like perfect timing. But back to the in-ground garden space. I have 75% of one row done. There's like 6 rows to go. How it's all gonna happen, I have no idea. I'm just trying to do what I can, when I can, and pace myself and listen to my body. Like, I planted for 30 minutes and I realized I hadn't eaten, so I stopped. I went in the house, got me something to eat, came back, and then I just planted the rest of that row with only like 18 spots remaining. And the only reason I stopped was because it looks like it's about to rain. So let's do our tomato seeds. And so let me talk to you a little bit about why I'm doing more tomato seeds. So for those that are brand new to me, in terms of my gardening space, I have 5 raised beds behind my house. That's where my garden started 3 years ago. And so behind my house right now, I have garlic and onions growing. That garlic and those onions will be harvested in June, which is a month from now. And so I'm going to replace those beds with paste tomatoes and probably with green beans, maybe cucumbers as well. I haven't quite nailed it down. I think I'm going to do 1 bed of cucumbers, 1 bed of green beans, and 3 beds of tomatoes. Paste tomatoes and cherry tomatoes, and then slicing tomatoes is what I think I'm going to do. So again, just utilizing all the space and making sure that I have enough tomatoes again to last us for the year to do sauce. And last year I only did spaghetti sauce last year. Turned out great. But I wasn't able to do anything else like ketchup, barbecue sauce, or anything else. And I really want to try my hand at that this summer or this fall. So that's the reason why I'm growing so many tomatoes. So, and that's why I'm doing another succession of tomatoes, because I started tomatoes back in March. And there's tomatoes. Let me see if I can put my hands. Okay, most of my tomatoes are still up at the house, outside. Not planted yet. That's going to go out here. But of course, I have some tomatoes that I've already put in the ground here in the tunnel. And so those are the tomatoes that I did in March. And tomatoes need like a 6 to 8 week lead time, if you want to go ahead and start your seeds so that you can have the harvest. So I want to go ahead and start my seeds now, because more than likely I'll be harvesting those things in the back of my house in the next 4 to 5 weeks. My goal was to start tomatoes last week, the 1st of May. I'm a week behind, but I'm still going to start them, and I'll still be, 4 or 5 weeks ahead. And because I'm in zone 7A, I have a very long growing season. Our first frost is not usually till like October-ish. So I should still be more than good to put my tomatoes in June and still be able to get a harvest. So I have my tray already done. Y'all know that I'll do that sometime. So when I was in the tunnel yesterday or 2 days ago, I went ahead and filled up my trays with soil, and I pre-moistened it then. That's been a couple of days ago, so it's not moist now. But I do have my tomato seeds out here. So if nothing else, as I'm watching the weather, if nothing else, then I will go ahead and make my labels and figure out which tomatoes I'm going to do. And then worst case scenario, I can always, drop them in at the house. We can always do that. So let's get our tomato seeds. Here we go. And see what we want to do. Okay. The wind is picking up. Okay, so we definitely want to do some paste tomatoes So I have 32 here. Let's see. And of course it's going to be in a raised bed. And so my raised beds are 4x8. And so obviously I won't be able to fit as many tomato plants in there as I can outside. So I want to say, how many plants did I do last year? I think I did 4 on each side, if I'm not mistaken. So 8, that's 96 divided by 18. I'm doing quick math in my head. Yeah, that's about 4. 4 on each side is what we'll plan for. So that's like 8 in each bed, which will be 24. And then I'll have 8 extra. I did that really quick in my head, but it makes sense to me. So if it makes sense to me, I hope it makes sense to y'all. So, okay, so we're going to do Amish paste. So I'm going to go ahead and make my labels. I did Amish paste last year, and that was one of my favorite tomatoes that I liked. So we're going to do Amish paste. Let's see. And I know I'm going to do Roma. And then I'm going to try my hand again at the San Marzano. I tried San Marzano last year, and I had it in the tunnel. It did not do well at all. So let's try it again this year. Y'all let me know if you've done San Marzano and if you like it. And then I'm going to do Roma. And since I have, I guess, 8 extra, so then the San Marzano can be my little extra. So I have Amish paste, San Marzano, Roma, because I haven't done any Roma at all. So Roma. And you know what? I may do a bed of peppers. So let's see. Cucumbers, a bed of cucumbers. A bed of, what did I say, y'all? Cucumbers, tomatoes, I just lost my train of thought. Cucumbers, paste tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, green beans, and then maybe I'll do half slicing, half peppers or something like that. Yeah, I know. I should look at my crop plan, shouldn't I? I should. I'm going by memory, and I have my crop plan like right here. Y'all, I'm all about this crop plan. Okay, what did I say I was going to do? Okay, I said I was going to do Roma. So we have a thing for that. I said I was going to do cucumbers. We're not going to do our cucumbers yet because cucumbers only need like a week or two. Peppers, green beans, and I have one that's blank. So, okay, so I have paste tomatoes, a bed for cucumbers, a bed for green beans, a bed for peppers, and then a bed for slicing or cherry tomatoes. Okay, so that works. That works. So I am right on track. So let me finish making my labels and we'll come back. I got all the seeds planted, so now I'm just going to water it in. We'll do something like a mist. Since I didn't pre-moisten it, I was just too lazy to go turn on the water, come back, and then do it since I was right here. But let me tell you what I did. So I did a row of Amish paste. My hair didn't sweat it out, y'all. I went and got my hair done, and it's completely sweated out because I was out there trying to get my plants in the ground. The life of a gardener. Okay, so I did a row of Amish paste. I did a row of San Marzano. I did a row of Roma, Super Sweet 100. I've never done that one. That's a cherry tomato. So if you've done that one before and had good success, let me know. That's the first time for me. I did Sun Gold, which is one of my favorites. I did Chadwick Cherry. I did that one last year. It did not do well, so I'm going to try it again this year. And then I did 2 rows of Diamond Eggplant, which Diamond Eggplant is a new one for me. I have not done that one. What I've done, and this is my second succession of eggplant as well. The eggplant that I've done so far has been Fairy Tale Eggplant this year. That's going to go out in the in-ground space. But I thought to do another succession, and we'll try the diamond in the back of the house. So that's what we have. The next step on my list is to fertilize while it's still cool outside. You never want to fertilize your plants in the heat of the day. So you always want to do it in the morning or in the evening. And I heard this thing today that I had never heard of. It was on Instagram, and it was a gardener talking about the 160 rule. And they were saying never fertilize your plants if the temperature and the humidity combined is over 160. I never knew that, y'all. I'm gonna have to try that out to see. Let me see what my temperature is right now. Hold the phone. Okay, that's so cool. So I just looked at my hygrometer, whatever you call it. So my temperature is 73, and my humidity is 73. My temperature is 75, so that's 148. So that's below 160, which means I can fertilize. But have y'all ever heard of that, the 160 rule? I had never heard of it, but now you know. Now you know. So let me mix this a little bit more. And I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to take these in the house and put a humidity dome on it and on the heat mat, because tomatoes like heat, and they will germinate faster if I put them on a heat mat. Will they still germinate if I don't put them on a heat mat? They will, but they'll germinate faster on a heat mat. But it's been pretty warm here. It's been like in the 80s, which has been great. So I could keep them out here. I could. And if it starts pouring down raining, that's what I'm going to do until tomorrow. But I want them to go ahead and germinate, because I do have to. I'll be gone for a few days, and y'all know I don't leave seeds to chance when I'm gone. The family can water, but the family cannot help my seeds germinate. Okay, y'all know. So let me make sure all this is good to go. I think it is. And I'm going to fertilize. There's still no rain yet. Like, the thunder has stopped. I'm like, come on, I needed to rain. And it's been raining the forecast like all day. 30% chance of rain. It has not rained all day. But this time, like, it really wasn't. There's forecasted tonight to rain. There's forecasted tomorrow to rain. I do need it to rain, because I don't really want to go out here and hand water and then the rain comes. Nor do I want to go out here and hand water. So let's pray for rain. But I'm going to water my plants, and I'm going to fertilize, and then that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today as we started our second succession of tomato plants. And I have I'm going to talk about succession planting in a separate video and go through that, just in case if you have questions on why it's important, how do you do it, and all that. And then I want to tell you about this new resource that I have, because y'all know I always got a resource, an app, technology, a tool, or something. So I want to tell you about this new resource that I have that's helping me with my succession planting. So I'll talk about that in a future video, hopefully real soon. But thank you guys for joining me as we got 2 rolls of paper down, y'all. We have 6 or 7 more to go, but we're going to count the blessing that we have, and we have at least 75% of 1 row in the ground of our peppers. So that is a win. We're on our way to more tomato plants. So we're just going to keep doing what we can while we can. Remember, this is a journey. It's not a marathon. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.